Benjamin Sesko, big transfer to Arsenal hint. It's being referred to as one of the big transfer tussle of the summer. If you know the meaning of the word tussle, then you obviously know that it's really going to be a huge one, and it's highly anticipated that it's going to really get done into the very short period of time possible. El Nini speaking out onto the players of Arsenal and obviously doing the needful to see to it that it happens. Doing the needful to obviously tell the players of Arsenal on what they're going to have to develop at the Emirates, and you're going to be really very blessed that you're going to be one of the people to obviously get to know what these people are going to have to build in here onto the Rokani Media Football. And lastly, Kai Havertz has come out and really spoken all and really backed Mikel Arteta onto the words when he had to say when he came in through the club of Arsenal, and how he was going to have to make it a turnaround in there for you. 300 likes on this video. Don't forget to subscribe. This is Rokani David. We thank God for the gift of life. And I've got to see people saying that we see it's already 21,300. I said we want to subscribe to see that we hit 21,400 subscribers. Hear me out. 21,000 subscribers, 400. That's our niche. And I think as we speak right now, we are not far off from hitting that number, and we are left with let me see here. We are left with just 40. We are left with 40 subscribers to hit 21,400. So the 40, please show up tonight, and let's see how things are really gonna pan out to the best. Now, this is a story coming in through from John Soccer, Dean Jones. You know, he works for Give Him Sport, and he said on Benjamin Sesko, this is potentially the first big transfer tussle of the summer when it comes to the Premier League, as Arsenal and Chelsea have eyes on him and need to move fast if they are going to get him. The player is open to a move to England, and I'm told that there are reasons on both sides of things that interest him in joining. He'll be playing against England in a few weeks for Slovenia, and by then he might well have decided which club he'll be joining for next season. Now, the word tussle is explained to us as engage in a vigorous struggle or scuffle. So this is expected to be one of the big transfer scuffles of the summer, you know, because it's not only Arsenal that is into this transfer window. There are teams like Manchester United, there are teams like Chelsea, and whoever moves fast and triggers it and really agrees terms and conditions to this guy, then the rest is going to be history. The reason is why I tell you, and the reason as to why I'm telling you that it's all going to be about the terms and conditions, it's because that the fee is fixed. You cannot come out and say, I'm going to pay more. No, the fee is fixed, and there's no stupid club that will come out and say, I'm going to outcompete Arsenal or Man United or Chelsea onto the signature of Benjamin Sesko. The only way you can outcompete the other team is by offering the agent some good fees for the deal, and secondly, you come out and really put in what we call what is it called? You come out and you put in what we call a salary to Benjamin Sesko that is really huge than what other teams can offer. For Manchester United, they are not willing to offer crazy money. That is it, because that's why they are moving on the likes of Anton Martial, who has been earning £250,000 a week. They want to move on Jadon Sancho, who earns £350,000 a week. They want to move on Casemiro, who is earning £360,000 a week. They also want to move on a player called, they've already moved on Rafael Varane from the club of Manchester United, has been earning £330,000 a week. Now, even last summer, they moved on David De Gea, who was earning £375,000 a week. So that shows you that they're not willing to sign in a player and give him a heavy contract, meaning that for Manchester United, the best they can offer to Benjamin Sesko, I think, is £150,000 a week, right? But what you have to put in as Manchester United is going to have to adapt to that are performance bonus related clauses. I think that's what Arsenal should base a lot onto this guy, that When you perform like this, you get this. When you perform like this, you obviously get this. I think that's what they should do. But it's really going to be depending on who wants to obviously offer what in as far as the salary is concerned and the agent fees. Because Benjamin Sesko is just 21 years of age and the projects are all convincing. When you look at Chelsea, they've brought in Maresca, and when you look at the talent at Chelsea, they're having huge youngsters. Enzo Fernandez, Moise Caicedo, Romeo Lavia, Carl Palmer. You can talk about Nkunku. You can talk about Colwill. You can talk about Malo Gusto, Ben Chilwell. You know, the project is really exciting. And I tell you, Chelsea is moving in fast to see to it that they get in their players as soon as possible. They've already gone ahead to finish the signing of Tosin, and now they're looking forward to obviously getting Benjamin Sesko and Michael Olise. So that is Chelsea for you. And they have a project that is really convincing. And some Arsenal fans will say, but Rokani, we're having the Champions League. We can compete for the title. I tell you what, Benjamin Sesko is just 21 years. It doesn't mean that he cannot come and play for Arsenal in the next 4 years to come. You know, he's just 21 years of age. So Champions League football won't obviously be one of the factors to convince him. This time round, it's going to be about the project. Arsenal has a very good project. And secondly, the money. All those three clubs can offer good money. And thirdly, on playing time. For me, all in my own perspective, I know that Benjamin Sesko can start at Chelsea and at Arsenal, at Chelsea and Arsenal. At Manchester United, it's really gonna be hard because a person is supposed to dislodge from that position. That is Rasmus Højlund. He has gone ahead to score 16 goals in his first season at the club of Manchester United, and that was one of the worst seasons I've ever going to see Manchester United play, registering 60 points and a goal difference of -1 at the end of the 38 games that we are played. So, I think Chelsea and Arsenal are set to battle for this. I tell you. Because for Benjamin Sesko at Arsenal, I tell you, he'll come in through and dislodge all the people into that number 9 area. Whether Kai Havertz, whether Gabriel Jesus, name it, he'll take the center stage to lead that line of Arsenal. Even at Chelsea, he will dislodge Nkunku, he'll dislodge Nicholas Jackson. You know? Ahmad Broja, not into the key to talk about because Chelsea have already gone ahead to make a decision to obviously show him what we call the exit door. You understand? So that is Benjamin Sesko for you, and he's going to be playing against England in the Euros. That is it, and you'll see him play. But he wants to go there when his future is going to have to be decided. And right now, we are left with close to 10 days. And in football, a day is too long. I tell you, a lot can happen in a day. And don't be surprised when we get a story that here we go, Benjamin Sesko to either Manchester United, Arsenal or Chelsea. It's possible. It's possible. Very, very possible that this comes to pass in the next hours, because deals like this are really some of those that you obviously understand. They are not obviously going to come in here to obviously be stopped. But I tell you what, it's not going to be an easy deal. Though I've gone ahead to see people think that's going to be an easy one, it's not going to be an easy deal. It's not going to be an easy deal because the side of Arsenal is like, we want to do the needful and obviously get this deal done and dusted. Same applies to Chelsea, same applies to Manchester United. Though Manchester United have tried to look elsewhere, meaning that they might have gone ahead obviously see to it that maybe they are going to lose the race. You get? And they are in for Matthias Cunha, who plays for the side of Matthias Cunha plays for Matthias Cunha plays for a team called Wolverhampton Wanderers. So Man United are like, maybe we cannot compete with Arsenal or Chelsea. Let's go for Matthias Cunha, who is not going to be that player that is going to be having a lot to fight for into this ilk. So we wait and see how things pan out onto that deal. But a lot is on the line for Benjamin Sesko, and we wait to see how this deal is gonna end. But I tell you, 3 teams are interested in them. Even even Jacobs Ben has gone ahead to obviously say there are 3 teams Man United, Chelsea, and Arsenal. So we're here to wait and see where is this player gonna go. You understand? That is what we are waiting for in here onto this beautiful channel. Then we are having Kai Havertz on Mikel Arteta saying it is impossible not to love him. He said a statement, a sentence like that means a lot to me. And I think he said it at the start of the season, at a time when things were not going so well, after my move from Chelsea to Arsenal. That happened. That helped me a lot because it was something that happened off the pitch. I think a lot of things in football aren't just decided on the pitch by the game, but also by how you treat each other and live by basic values. So Kai Havertz, we all know how he struggled to get into the team of Arsenal, don't we? We all know how he struggled, and he scored his first goal against Bournemouth. It was a penalty, and Jesus, Saka, and Odegaard had to first obviously cocoon and obviously come up with a decision on who is going to be taking the penalty. They gave it to Kai Havertz. After giving it to Kai Havertz scored it. He celebrated, and fans were like, after all, it was a penalty. That's why you scored. But we are not yet impressed with what you're doing. But after that, Mikel Arteta had to obviously say lots of things, obviously give him a lot of energy to see to it that he continues to do the needful. And guess what? He went ahead to obviously score a goal against Brentford. And you remember, it was a header that gave Arsenal a win. He scored it in the 89th minute of the game. The game was 0-0, and that game really put in a very huge shift. And what Mikel Arteta did was obviously get hold of Kai Havertz and take him to the fans of Arsenal. He took him to the fans of Arsenal and was pointing at him, showing them that you were like, he's not the perfect signing for Arsenal. Are you seeing what he's doing? And after that, he went ahead to obviously look good, and he went ahead to obviously disprove very many people, especially Arsenal fans, who thought that he cannot be that player to obviously take them to the dream world, and he took them to the dream world in there for you. So that is Kai Havertz for you. And when you hear him say that, there is something that obviously goes into your mind on how Arsenal are really spot on their recruitments. And on several occasions, I've told you how Arsenal's recruitment is really huge. And when you hear them that they're moving on from Vigorous, Ishak to Sesko, just get to know these players are really, or these people are really spot on. And I do believe Sesko is the guy. Sesko is the guy. And he's really that kind of person that you obviously want to live with and not go anywhere into the world and leave him hanging. That is Kai Havertz for you. So he is loved, and he says those words were really very important. They kept him alive, and he was like, my time is gonna come. And for Arsenal fans, I advise you, don't judge a player in his first season. Judge a player in his second season. And when I'm judging Fabio Vieira, I'll tell you, he'll surprise me if at all he really makes it at Arsenal, because he has failed. He has failed. He has failed himself. Space has been there for him to operate. Every time he hits ground, an injury surfaces, and it really goes ahead to obviously make him shrink in his form. And when he returns from injury, he has to obviously fight back to get where he was. And just know the team has already gone ahead to get a rhythm, and it's hard for a manager to obviously get him in. So the same thing applies to Emily Smith. They're good players, but they can't obviously get into that team of Arsenal to sit it that obviously take everything as it's supposed to be. So Kai Havertz yesterday played for Germany. He played like 60 minutes, was taken off. Ukraine versus Germany, Zinchenko in there for you, representing for Ukraine. The game ended 0-0, and no one had to score any goal in there. Now, Mohamed El Nini, he says, I've never seen a group of players like this. Everyone supports each other and loves each other's works as a family. I'm going to miss them. They've been my friends for so long. We are going to be friends forever. I'm going to be supporting them now in front of the TV, and sometimes I'm going to come to the stadium to watch them. I'm sure they'll have an amazing year as well, because they deserve it. That is El Nini. he's going to miss these players, obviously. He has been the longest serving player at Arsenal because he came in through in 2016 and he has gone ahead to leave 8 years later from the club of Arsenal. And when he talks about how amazing these players are, really know that he has gone ahead to bond with them, and he was seen as a senior figure at the club of Arsenal because of the years he's going to have to spend at the club of Arsenal. And there is no worries that he's going to be that guy that everyone is going to be looking at and really love to the fullest. That is Mohamed Elneny for you. So we are here to obviously wish Mohamed Elneny the best, and one will be asking, why is Elneny saying that? It's because his contract came to an end and Arsenal never extended it, and he left Arsenal as a free agent. We don't know where he's going to be playing next, with Aston Villa or any other Premier League team, or else he'll be looking to go to Saudi Arabia. Sorry about that. And him being a Muslim, I think it's easy for him to obviously adapt with the Muslim culture in Saudi Arabia and obviously play football next to Mecca. Let's wait and see where he's going to be playing next. But Arsenal has had 2 players leave on a free, Elneny and Cedric Soares. But there is another one, Walters Russell, who Arsenal is still want to convince to obviously put pen to paper. The players like, no, I'm not going to put pen to paper. So guys, I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below about Benjamin Sesko big transfer tussle to Arsenal. What do you make about it? It's really going to be one of the most competitive as regarded, because it's really going to be a heated up one, because teams that want him have money, and the money that is in his buyout clause are just peanuts. 55 million pounds, easy money. Arsenal spent close to 220 million pounds last summer, and that is a bargain for them, for one of the best talents in the world at his age. What do you make about Kai Havertz? On the words of Mikel Arteta, that went ahead obviously make him alive, and he felt like, yeah, I'm being treated like a player that is supposed to be at Arsenal. They energized him, they gave him the glory, and he went ahead to obviously continue fighting for the badge of Arsenal. And lastly, Elneny, talking about how the players of Arsenal are really going to come up and really put up another beautiful season in 2024-2025. Do you really agree with him? All that and more into the comment section below. And you can well tell me where you think this guy is going to be playing next. I'm talking about Elneny and his future. So I sign out for now. See you later. I'm gonna come here and stream live and really have a talk to you. Yesterday I didn't, but in the next 2 hours we are gonna be here talking some football and really streaming live to obviously have a talk with you. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokani David is my name. I sign out for now. See you later. How many subscribers want to hit? Obviously 21,000 subscribers, 400, and we are left with just 40 people to hit that milestone. Can you please smash the like button and see to it that we get 400, and then let's see 40 subscribers. Go into the lower right bottom corner, smash the black button that has the word subscribe after smashing the notification bell. It will enable you to get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. We out. The Muslims, Barakallahu fikum. The Christians, we cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Me out.